Hello again, Steve here, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about where it is that I get my assertion from that the mainstream media is in cahoots with the government. I've mentioned this to people before, and they go, "Yeah, Steve, you're full of it, you're a conspiracy theorist," and so on and so on. And I pointed this out before, I believe on this channel once or twice before, but I think sometimes it's worth reviewing such an assertion. Now, what I'm going to say here is that most of the mainstream media has become tabloid outlets for politics. And of course, any business, if it's doing well, or if it's doing fairly well, at least if it's predictable, they want to keep the gravy train going that they have, right? Anytime there's a change, like as in populism, they get very, very nervous and they're going to go on the attack because their their customer or their model is so tunneled into just dealing with politics and of course the bread and circuses side of it, which is the sports page and their you know their casino racket called the stock market is in there too, but it's all intertwined, right? But if you look at any publication, they say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but actually that's what everybody does. And the truth of the matter is, whatever is on the front page of any sort of a publication, that is getting to the point of what it really is. So let's look at today's New York Times as an example. We'll do a couple of different newspapers. I'm just going to dig something up here and put my goggles on. So New York Times, I believe that's today. And let's see what it has to say. Okay. First headline. Seeking North Korea deal. Trump seems willing to ease US demands. What is that all about but government? Okay, North Korea, that's government. Trump, that's government. US deal, US demands, that's government. It's all government, right? And what is this? Mike Pompeo mission. Translate. Trump to a wary world. I have no idea what that means, but one thing I do know that it's about government, right? It's about government. Next one. Theresa May promises UK Parliament a vote to delay Brexit. Parliament, UK, Theresa May, Prime Minister, Brexit, it's all government, right? All government. Planned in Cohen's testimony, a litany of accusations against Trump. Well, they can never get enough of Trump, but this isn't just because of Trump. You can go back 5, 6 years ago, read the front page and see how many connections there is to government. Cohen, government. Testimony, that's something to do with courts, that's government. Accusations against Trump, government. Next one. After India's strike on Pakistan, both sides leave room for de-escalation. India striking Pakistan, war, government. Who the hell else goes to war but government? That's their biggest. That's their crown jewel of business, isn't it? Next one. As Chicago seeks a new mayor, many black residents are leaving. Chicago, government. Mayor, government. Residents, government. It's all government, right? What else do we have here? Strong start for Kamala Harris with some notable stumbles. Start of what? Election campaign. Kamala Harris, politician, right? Etc., etc. Burned by Russia. Poland turns to U.S. for energy security. Russia, state. Poland, state. U.S., state. Etc., right? Let's look at another one. Let's look at something a little closer to home, the Vancouver Sun. Okay? Top headlines, front page. Surrey RCMP arrests man in connection with 2018 Guildford shooting. RCMP, that's the Mounties, that's the cops, that's a paramilitary force. And Surrey is a city. It's part of government, right? Next one. BC toughens rules and licensing on installment loans. BC, British Columbia, politics. That's a political entity. That's a state, basically, a province. Toughens rules and licensing, blah, blah, blah. That's all government crap, right? All of it. Jagmeet Singh wins the Burnaby South by-election. Jasmeet Singh, politician, Burnaby South by-election. Election, politics. West Vancouver councillor to propose alternative route for controversial Beeline. Well, that's municipalities, councillor, government, right? Ian Mulgrew, lawyer. Lawyers threaten strike over crippling legal aid system. Legal aid system. Legal welfare. Lawyer. Part of the entrenched barren class of people within the British accredited system. Okay? BC government launches first of a kind condo pre-sale registry. Register your guns, register your condo, register this, register that. Government, BC government. Somebody is a ticking time bomb to do with affordable rental housing. Now, what's an affordable rental housing but welfare housing? That's all it is. That's government, right? Councillor officials get fourth meeting with Canadian detained in China. Government, Canada, government. Anyways, on and on and on and on. You know, it's just amazing. It's just, I mean, there's spatterings of other things too, but if you look at the main headlines over and over and over again, it's government. These are not journalists. These are people who sit back and wait for the police report and what's coming out of the Auditor General's office, what's coming out of the Mayor's office, what's the latest arrests, and what are the hockey scores and all this sort of stuff. This is not journalism. This is tabloid, folks. It's absolute tabloids. And the front runner for this whole tabloid industry is government. So how could they not be in collusion with government? It makes no sense whatsoever. So I hope I made the case. That's just two examples. That's one, New York Times, everybody knows about it. Vancouver Sun, most people know about it. It's a system that they've been using for years and years and years, and it's been working for them, and they're threatened now, so they're doubling down on their pushback in any way they can. This is perfectly understandable why they would do that. Completely reprehensible, of course, but nevertheless understandable. So if you have a comment on what I said here, please make yourself known in the box below. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, and share if you like what I'm doing. We'll talk again soon. Bye for now.